Brewski here. He handles the nice list.
An elf? I'm 6'3". What everyone wants is iPhone 17. And at T-Mobile, you can get it on them. That center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. Right, Mrs. Claus?
I'm Mrs. Claus's much younger sister. And at T-Mobile, there's no trade-in needed when you switch. So you can keep your old phone.
Or give it as a gift.
And the best part, you can make the switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes.
Guys, my side of the tree is slipping.
Timber!
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Switch in just 15 minutes and get iPhone 17 on us with no trade-in needed.
With 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off earlier or cancel. Finance agreement, 256 gigs, $830. Eligible port in a new line. $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Check out in 15 minutes or less per line. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Hear from people closest to the...
Get ready, basketball fans. It's time for high school basketball on Extreme Sports. Tonight's game promises buzzer beaters and deep threes. Don't blink, or you might miss the action. Now, let's send it courtside with Mike Will.
And hi again, everybody. Welcome to high school basketball coverage here tonight. Night number 2 of the 2025-2026 season. Hastings High getting set to take on the Grizzlies out of Lincoln Standing Bear here tonight at the Tiger Gym. Hastings coming in after opening the season last night with a loss to Seward, losing to the Blue Jays last night by the score of 53-20. That was the 11th straight loss for the Tigers dating back to last season. Meanwhile, they're going to face a team in Lincoln Standing Bear. This will be their first game of the season. They finished 7-15 a year ago. These two teams played a couple of times last year. Hastings High winning some close games. Actually, a Lincoln Standing Bear winning a couple of close games against Hastings last year, beating the Tigers 35-31 to start the season, then winning in the conference tournament by the score of 33-31. So the Grizzlies finished 7-15 last year. Hastings High finished 4-18. They dropped 6 games by a combined 31 points. So Hastings head coach Lance Creech looking to get over the top, so to speak, and grab a couple of more wins throughout the 2025-2026 season. Lincoln Standing Bear, a team that's going to be very young. They've got 2 freshmen on the roster. They've got 7 sophomores, a couple of juniors, and 1 senior as they come to Hastings to play the Tigers here tonight. So it's Hastings High and Lincoln Standing Bear in our game of the week tonight here on Extreme Sports. Had a chance to sit down with Hastings head coach Lance Creech. Spent a couple of minutes with Hastings High head coach Lance Creech. The girls last night opening up with a loss last night on the road at Seward. Coach, what'd you see in the opener?
I thought we did a lot of good things, Mike. I really did. You know, to lose by that margin and say you did some good things usually isn't the case. But we just have even in our exhibition game, we're just having a really hard time making shots right now. And, that's going to come because I think we're taking good shots. I don't think we took a bad shot last night. And for about 2.5 to 3 quarters, I thought we defended and rebounded really well. But Seward's big. They're big and athletic and strong. And, they do a nice job in running what they do. And, until we can get fully healthy with Lauren and Emily Kratzer back, we're having to play some girls out of position that would normally be maybe a little bit bigger guard, but they're having to play a lot of post stuff right now. So, but I was encouraged. I thought we did some good things with the girls, and I liked our tempo a lot better. I liked the cutting a lot better. It's just a matter of completing passes and making baskets.
Talk about obviously scoring was a problem last night, and it was toward the tail end of last season. Just need more offense out of this basketball team.
We do. We just got to be able to score it from different spots. And I thought last night, the girls that, we would say are pretty good shooters, I thought they, again, took good shots. It's just a matter of finding the bottom of the net. And that's going to come, and shooting is confidence, just like any other sport, whether it's catching a ball or hitting a ball or putting a ball.
This sound is processed by Stereo Tool. Go to stereotool.com.
once we can see a couple of those shots go in, as long as we're taking good shots and not forcing things, I think, then you're going to kind of see, a deep breath from the girls, and you're going to see us be able to do a lot more things on the offensive side.
One thing about it, you're going to be one of the smaller teams, I think, in Class B. You're going to have to combat that, it looks like, each and every game.
Yeah, that's, Coach Williams hit that on the head last night. She said, girls, we're not going to get bigger by tomorrow, so we're just going to have to get tougher. But our guards, I thought our little guards did a nice job of blocking out, but sometimes physics just takes over. And, when you got somebody bigger and you get the wrong bounce of it, those things happen too. But I thought our girls competed. I was really proud of just our physical energy. And we were in the right spots. Sometimes it's just, sometimes the other team's just better, and that was the case last night.
Obviously had a good offseason, a good summer. Where's this team going to take a jump here this year to maybe create a little bit of more noise here?
Well, I think we're starting to play just a little bit more of a style of play that I'm used to coaching, and a lot of movement, a lot of passing, cutting, getting some mismatches potentially. And when I say running, we're not going to try and, we're not UNLV of the 90s by any stretch, but just getting the ball up the floor and not walking it and not getting into a situation where we're always looking at the shot clock and there's 10 seconds left and we haven't even hardly had an opportunity to look at the rim. So those things are small, they're incremental and they're getting better. But again, I think the health situation that we have is going to be a big factor after Christmas. I think you'll see a different group.
Lincoln Standing Bear, this will be their first game of the season here tonight. You've been on the floor at one time. Is that a big advantage for you guys?
Yeah, they even lost their Jamboree game, so this will be their first test. And, this is a team a year ago. We lost to them twice by a point. So I think this is a group, they're a little bit older, a little bit more savvy. He's had a good summer as well. He, the Standing Bear coach was commenting earlier. And so I anticipate, another hard-fought match. It's just a matter of can we continue to execute, and we need to take care of us. We need to do the things that we're going to do to be successful. We can't necessarily worry about what they're going to do at this point.
What do you want to see out of your team here in game number 2?
I just want to see a little bit more improvement. I think the energy, like I said, from last night needs to carry over. A little bit better execution, a little bit better understanding of matching up defensively and talking. Those things are always going to be key. And just making sure that we're getting a little bit better each time we take the floor. And if we can do that, Mike, I think we've got a chance, to show some improvement from last year.
All right, good luck.
Thanks, Mike.
Bill Hamburger Remodeling has been doing work in the Hastings area for over 25 years. They provide remodeling and building services for both residential and commercial clients. Their services include new homes, additions, bathroom remodeling, kitchen remodeling, window installations, doors, siding, roofs, concrete work, drywall, painting, fences, and garages. Trust the professionals at Bill Hamburger Remodeling at 622 East 2nd Street in Hastings. Give them a call at 402-469-8551. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, see the professionals at North Shore Real Estate of Hastings. Real estate is one of the largest and most exciting investments you can make, and the folks at North Shore Real Estate are here to make sure the process is a fun and rewarding one. They serve Hastings, Harvard, Blue Hill, Kennesaw, and several other communities within a 35-mile radius of Hastings. They'll give you the guidance and support you need throughout the entire buying or selling experience. Give them a call at 402-461-6930 or stop in at 100 North Shore Drive in Hastings. North Shore Real Estate. Excellent agents, outstanding results.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they are free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way, American Family Insurance. Give Matthew a call at 308-389-9124 or stop in at 204 North Walnut Street in Grand Island.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volunteer Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Keep it here on Extreme Sports.
Hits it to right field. Brennan is back. He's at the wall, and we are tied.
Your all-access pass to nonstop sports talk and live play-by-play coverage.
You guys are the #1 sports station because you make the phones light up.
All right, Mike Will back here at the Jungle at Hastings High, getting set for high school basketball coverage here tonight. The Hastings High girls and boys getting ready to take on the Grizzlies out of Lincoln Standing Bear. The winter season got underway last night, and all three city teams were in action with the doubleheaders last night. We came out 0-6 last night. On the boys' side, Seward knocking off Hastings High by a score of 70-42. Hastings St. Cecilia lost to Columbus Scotus 50-32. In the ball game we had here on Extreme Sports, Adams Central going on the road and losing to Aurora 59-49. In girls play from last night, Seward beat Hastings High 53-20. Adams Central lost to Aurora 46-31. And St. Cecilia lost to Scotus 45-33. Tonight, York is playing out at the Patriot Gym against Adams Central. That doubleheader is underway. Hastings High here hosting Lincoln Standing Bear, and we've got the action here on Extreme Sports. So again, Standing Bear, the Grizzlies, this will be their first game of the season. They lost their Jamboree game, but they're in Hastings here tonight. The team that finished 7-15 a year ago. Hastings High losing to Seward last night. Their 11th straight loss dating back to last season. So the Tigers are at 0-1. They're coming up of a record of 4-18 a season ago. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got Hastings College basketball for you here on Extreme Sports. Northwestern is going to be in town to take on Hastings. That'll be at Lynn Farrell Arena as the Broncos get a rare home game here early in the season, but on the road for several games here. Hastings will take on Northwestern, the team out of Orange City, Iowa. 2 o'clock for the women's game, 3:45 for the guys on the air with a pregame show tomorrow afternoon at 1:45. We'll take a break, come back, check the starting lineups. You're listening to high school basketball tonight on Extreme Sports.
Not just an RV center, but a legacy. That's what Dykeman's Campers was to Hastings and the surrounding communities for the last 75 years. Built on honesty, quality, and attentive sales and service. While Dykeman's Campers have set the bar high, we at Timmy's RVs are looking forward to carrying on the torch of excellent customer service and rapport. Timmy's RVs is now open, just behind the old Dykeman's location on Highway 6. Stop in to see Herb for all of your RV service needs. And don't forget to get your RV or camper in for winterization. Timmy's also has year-round covered storage available. Give them a call at 402-879-8893. That's Timmy's RV Sales and Service of Hastings.
Farm ground is more than dirt. It's history, it's family, it's legacy. At Reuter Auction and Realty, we've been rooted in agriculture for nearly 60 years, helping landowners across Nebraska and Kansas market and sell their farmland with integrity. Our team combines proven sales methods with powerful marketing to bring you the right buyers and the best results. Licensed in Nebraska and Kansas, we know farming because we live it. When it's time to sell your farmland, trust Reuter Auction and Realty. Visit ReuterAuction.com, where farmland meets its future.
You are listening to high school basketball on Extreme Sports.
All right, the playing of the national anthem. We're set to go. High school basketball here tonight on Extreme Sports. Hastings High and the Grizzlies of Lincoln Standing Bear. One of the newer schools open up in the capital city here in the past couple of years. Making a trip here to Hastings at the Jungle. We'll get to the starting lineups. First of all, for Hastings High tonight, it'll be Brianna Campbell getting a start. Campbell, a 5'9" senior. She scored 1 point in the ball game last night in the season opener against Seward. Hayden Laux is a 5'2" senior. Laux was held scoreless last night. She's one of the returners from a season ago. Laux averaged about 3 points per ball game last year. Sophia Reynolds is a 5'7" junior. Reynolds scored 7 points in the ball game last night. Brooke Oshner, one of the returners from a season ago. Oshner, a 5'9" senior. Oshner averaged 3 points and 2.5 rebounds last season. Piper Whitty is the other starter, 5'5" and a junior for the Tigers. Again, Hastings coached by Lance Creech. For the Grizzlies of Lincoln Standing Bear, again, a pretty young basketball team. 2 freshmen, 7 sophomores, 3 juniors, and a senior on the roster here this year. It'll be Kinsley Vasa getting a start, a freshman for Lincoln Standing Bear. Her sister, Braylee Vasa, a junior, also a starter. Kaylee Hammer, a senior. Also Lily Hansmeyer, a sophomore. And Sydney Kane, another sophomore, starting for Lincoln Standing Bear. Hastings going to be dressed in their white uniforms here tonight. Their black and orange trim. Lincoln Standing Bear in their gray uniforms. They've got the North Carolina blue numerals and lettering on their uniforms. The ball is in the air. The tip is controlled by Hastings High. The Tigers will shoot to our basket to our left here at the Jungle at Hastings High. We'll see what the Tigers can get done here tonight after being beaten by Seward last night by 33 points in the ball game. They feed it inside. It's going to be deflected away, brought down to baseline. The Tigers keep it alive. It's a man-to-man defense here for Lincoln Standing Bear. Driving for the hole. It's going to be Reynolds. He goes up with a shot. It's going to be deflected out of bounds. Hastings High will play things in. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. This underway here. Lincoln Standing Bear and Hastings High. Tigers have the ball. Piper Whitty out here in 3-point territory. Comes to the near sideline. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and the Tigers are not going to get a shot away. Tigers were trapped along the near sideline. They cannot get the shot away. A shot clock violation, and the Tigers going with a shot clock here. 35-second shot clock in high school basketball, and the Tigers turn it away here in their opening possession. Lincoln Standing Bear has got the ball, shooting to our basket to our right. Here's a Hammer with the ball. Hastings High is going to be in a man-to-man defense. Here's a Sydney Kane. Drops the ball down low. It's going to be over the head of Vasa. Goes out of bounds. So each team with a turnover here to begin the ball game. Hastings High will play things in here in backcourt. The Tigers facing some pressure back here. This is going to be Hayden Laux with the ball. Laux gets it away to Oshner. They're in backcourt to the far sideline. That's a Brianna Campbell, now to Oshner. She gets the pass ahead, and it's going to be a picked off second turnover on Hastings High. Down in the corner, here's a Vasa. Her shot is up and in. Braylee Vasa hitting the two-pointer there for Lincoln Standing Bear. And the Grizzlies go out on top. And now we have got a ball that's going to be deflected out of bounds. Hastings High trying to inbound the ball, was deflected out of bounds. The Tigers will try it again. Just underway, girls high school basketball here tonight on Extreme Sports. It's a 3-0 ball game. That was a three-pointer there by Vasa. So they scored a tray on their opening possession of the ball game. Tigers have got the ball. Here's a Hayden Laux in backcourt. Laux approaching the midcourt stripe, gets it into the offensive zone. Goes over there to Brooke Oshner. Oshner comes across the top now to Reynolds. Dribbles the ball inside the free throw circle and gives it away now. Piper Whitty has got the ball. Moves her down in the corner. That's Oshner taking the ball into the paint, and she stops, and a traveling violation is going to be called there on Oshner. 3 turnovers already on Hastings High here in the first quarter. 3-0 is the score. Lincoln Standing Bear with a lead here. Now the Tigers with some token pressure back here with Hayden Laux applying a little bit of pressure. Standing Bear has got the ball in the offensive zone. Vasa has got it. Feeds it inside to a Kinsley Vasa. Her shot is up there. She leaves it short. gets her own rebound, and then she's going to be fouled in the play. Vasa misses from a point-blank range right in front of the basket there. Got her own rebound, and then she's fouled in the play here. Reynolds picks up the foul. That's going to be her first team foul on the Tigers. Standing Bear plays it in. Here's a shot. It's going to be put up there by Kane. No good. Off of the back iron. Rebound comes down to Oshner for Hastings. Oshner now to Reynolds on the near sideline. Here's Piper Woody. A long-range jumper for 3. No good. Reaching for the rebound is going to be Sydney Kane. She grabs it here for a Standing Bear. Long pass down the floor to Vasa. Vasa comes outside to a Kinsley Vasa. She drives it inside, and she can be fouled in the play here. She'll go to the free throw line. Shoot a couple of shots. Foul is going to be called on Brianna Campbell of Hastings. That's going to be her first foul. Team foul number 2 on the Tigers. Kinsley Vasa goes to the free throw line here for Lincoln Standing Bear. It is a 3-0 ball game, and a shot from the free throw line by Vasa is going to be up there and in. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Lincoln Standing Bear out on top. Second shot is up there. That's off of the right side, no good. Rebound Hastings High. Oshner grabs the rebound. Oshner comes to Louch here on the near sideline to Piper Whitty into the offensive zone. Double team. Gets it away now to Louch out here in three-point territory. Swings it right side to Reynolds. Puts it on the floor. Dribbles to the top of the key. Sends it over here to Whitty for 3. Shot is off of the back iron. No good. Rebound is loose, and it's grabbed here by Reynolds. Reynolds keeps it alive for the Tigers out here to Louch. Louch brings it back on the wing. That's going to be Reynolds with the ball. Now we got a whistle, and a foul is going to be called here on Lincoln Standing Bear. Grizzlies picking up the foul. That's going to go on Kinsley Vasa. That's going to be her first foul. Team foul number 1 on the Grizzlies. 4-0 is the score. Lincoln Standing Bear has got the lead. The Tigers have gone nearly 3 minutes without scoring here in the ball game. Piper Whitty has got the ball. Whitty now to Oshner at the free throw line. Gives it up now to Whitty. Whitty comes to the near sideline with the ball there. It's going to be Campbell. Drives the ball inside and loses the ball out of her hands, out of bounds. She was getting ready to go up for the shot and lost it out of bounds. Turnover number 4 in the ball game now for Hastings High. Lincoln Standing Bear, the Grizzlies coming back the other way. Vasa, right-handed dribble into the offensive zone. They get it here to a Kane out here in three-point territory. Over to Vasa, now top of the key. A three-pointer is put up there. It's going to be no good by Hansmeyer. Down for the rebound here right side of the lane. 3 players at the deck, and finally a jump ball is going to be called. Possession arrow is playing in favor of Lincoln Standing Bear, so the Grizzlies will inbound the ball. Baseline left side underneath their own basket. 4-0 is the score. Standing Bear with a lead here over the Tigers, and now we're going to have a foul here as Standing Bear was inbounding the ball. Kaylee Hammer picks up the foul. That's going to be her first foul. Team foul number 2 on the Grizzlies here in the first quarter. Hastings High will get it. That'll be the second turnover on Standing Bear here in the ball game. Hastings High coming back with the ball, and a traveling violation is going to be called on Piper Whitty. Brought the ball just across the midcourt stripe. Was getting ready to set up the offense, and she's whistled for the traveling violation. 5 turnovers now at Hastings High here in the first quarter. 4.5 to play. Standing Bear with the lead, 4-0 over the Tigers. There's a Kane with the ball. Kane gives it away to a Hansmeyer. He throws it down in the corner, and it's going to be out of bounds. A turnover on the Lincoln Standing Bear. 3rd turnover on the Grizzlies here in the ball game. Deanna Ostrander is coming into the ball game now for Hastings High. Ostrander in there for the Tigers, a 5'2" freshman. Hastings head coach Lance Creech. Here's a Reynolds with the ball now for the Tigers. Comes over here to Azara Osgood, who's checking in as well. Here's Ostrander with the ball. Ostrander puts it on the floor, dribbles out here in the three-point territory. Gives it to Reynolds. Reynolds drives it down the lane, stops. Can't put up a shot. Gives it away now to Campbell. Campbell out here to Azara Osgood. Osgood on the wing on the right side. 200 pass comes out to Kennedy Bruckman, who's into the ball game. Bruckman sends it over to Ostrander. Ostrander down to Reynolds. Throws up a shot at the end of the shot clock, and she didn't get it off in time. Shot clock violation on Hastings. That's their second shot clock violation here in the first quarter. That's turnover number 6 on the Tigers here in the opening period. 4-0 is the score. It's Lincoln Standing Bear out on top of Hastings. These two teams played a couple of times last year, and neither team in either game broke 35 points. It was a low-scoring affair each time a year ago. Here's a Bossa out on top. A three-pointer thrown up there by Kane. Dances off of the rim, no good. Bossa grabs the rebound on the baseline. Bossa is being attacked, throws up a shot anyway. It's going to be off of the glass, no good. And the rebound comes down to Azara Osgood. Osgood has got the ball. She's double-teamed in backcourt. There's a pass deflected out of bounds there by Sydney Kane. Into about the third row of the bleachers. So chase it down, and the Tigers will play things in off of the far sideline. 3:13 to play here in the first quarter. 4-0 is the score. Lincoln Standing Bear has got the lead here over the Tigers. Here's Bruckman with the ball into the offensive end. They go in the high post to Campbell. Hands it away to Bruckman. Drives for the hole and scores. Kennedy Bruckman scoring there for Hastings High. You can see the Tigers on the scoreboard. It's now a 4-2 ball game. In the lane, the shot is up there. It's going to be no good by Bossa. Now we got a foul call in the rebound. That's Brantley Bossa taking the ball to the hole there for Lincoln Standing Bear, but a foul is going to be called in the rebound. Sophia Reynolds picking up a personal foul. That's going to be her second. Going to the free throw line is going to be Brantley Bossa. She hit the first basket of three-pointer in the ball game here tonight. The first free throw is going to be up there. It's going to be no good. Brooke Oshner coming back in the ball game now for Hastings High. 2:48 to play here in the first quarter, 4-2. Lincoln Standing Bear has got the lead. Here comes the next free throw. It's going to be up there and in. So Brantley Bossa hitting 1 out of 2 from the line. And it's now a 5-2 ball game. Hastings High coming back with the ball. That's going to be Louch on the far sideline. Brother Brianna Campbell over there on the far sideline. And her pass going to be deflected out of bounds. It's going to be lost out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover on Hastings. Nobody touched it down there for Lincoln Standing Bear, so they'll play it in. That's the 7th turnover on Hastings here in the first quarter. Bossa forces her way to the hole. Her shot is up there, no good. Rebound comes down here to Campbell. Brianna Campbell gets it to the near sideline to Bruckman, into the offensive zone now to Oshner. Down to the left side, that's Brianna Campbell with the ball down in the corner. Ostrander, her shot from long range is going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Sydney Kane for a Lincoln Standing Bear. Kane gets it here to Bossa. Her pass ahead is going to be way over the head of Jada Welton, who is into the ball game now for the Grizzlies. That's going to be turnover number 4 on Lincoln Standing Bear. So we've had 11 turnovers between the two teams in the first quarter. 11 turnovers and 7 points. 5-2 is the score. Standing Bear, the Grizzlies, out on top of Hastings. There's Osgood with the ball. Out here to Bruckman. Swings to the left side of the wing. That's going to be Brooke Oshner. Out to Osgood. Dribbles on the right side of the lane. Moves it down on the baseline to Campbell. She drives. Her shot is up there. It's going to be no good. Rebound comes down to Jada Welton. Here come the Grizzlies back the other way. Bossa with the ball. Bossa drives it down the lane. Throws it up there. And just rolls down the hole there. Caught the front lip and goes down the hole. Kinsley Bossa getting the field goal there for Lincoln Standing Bear. 7-2 is the score now. Hastings High trailing in the ball game. There's a Brianna Campbell with the ball. Lobs it inside. That's going to be Oshner. She's going to be heading the play. And a foul is going to be called on the Standing Bear. So the Grizzlies guilty of the foul. That's going to go on Brantley Bossa. That's going to be her first foul. Team foul number 3 on the Grizzlies.